Every year, thousands of hikers walk this trail without incident. Families, tourists, and weekend adventurers follow this exact path, expecting a predictable day in the woods. Ethan Carter fit the profile of a prepared hiker. At 29 years old, he was in good health and possessed the experience necessary to navigate a standard mountain trail. On a clear morning in October 2022, a camera captured him entering the trailhead. The timestamp reads 8:17 a.m. This is the last verified record of his location. This specific loop is a 4-hour walk for someone with Ethan's fitness level. Based on his start time, he was expected to return to the trailhead by early afternoon. As the sun set, the parking lot steadily emptied. By nightfall, Ethan's vehicle was the only one remaining. When his family failed to make contact that evening, they alerted local authorities, and a formal search was initiated. Despite the hundreds of people walking the same route that day, no one reported seeing Ethan after he passed the entrance. He had stepped onto a heavily trafficked path and seemingly moved out of the public eye within minutes. By first light the next morning, a multi-agency search and rescue operation launched a sweep across the mountain. Dozens of volunteers formed grid lines through the brush, while helicopters scanned the canopy and scent tracking dogs worked the trail margins. Several hours into the operation, searchers discovered Ethan's hiking backpack resting a short distance off the main trail. The bag was intact, containing his wallet, food rations, and a fully stocked first aid kit. For an experienced hiker, these items represent the primary means of survival. Separating from one's gear in a wilderness environment complicates the standard narrative of a simple navigation error. Finding his essential supplies abandoned suggested a rapid departure from the trail, forcing investigators to look for evidence of a more sudden disruption. Over the following days, the search area expanded into the denser, unmapped sections of the forest, where the terrain becomes significantly more difficult to navigate. During this phase, a lone hiker reported hearing a voice calling for help from a specific, isolated sector of the woods. Rescue teams immediately moved to the reported coordinates in the forest, hoping to intercept the source of the calls. When the teams arrived, they found the area silent. Searchers scanned the ground but found no footprints, no broken vegetation, and no scent for the dogs to follow. A human presence loud enough to be heard usually leaves some physical impact on the environment. In this case, the auditory report lacked any corresponding physical evidence of a person passing through the brush. Days turned into weeks and weeks into years. Despite the expanding search grid and the intensity of the initial effort, no further clues were recovered. With the lead exhausted, the active search was suspended, and the case was officially classified as unsolved. Today, the trailhead remains a popular destination, appearing much as it did on that morning in 2022. Thousands of hikers continue to walk the same path, most of them unaware of the investigation that took place in these woods. The case of Ethan Carter remains a notable anomaly, a disappearance that occurred on a monitored, public trail without leaving a clear physical trace behind. We rely on modern mapping and safety protocols to manage the risks of the outdoors. Yet this trail serves as a reminder that even well-traveled spaces can hold questions that logic has yet to answer.